Hello there, Leo. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week of March the 28th through April the 3rd. Good thing I write these things down. So we are going to be pulling one card for each day so that we can get an idea of the highlights or the themes that are coming up for each day as we go through the week. We will start with Saturday and work our way through until Friday. Let's see what we get for you guys. Of course, a little reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that not everything I say is going to apply to every single Leo who watches this video. So you do want to keep that in mind. If you would like to have a reading where I look at just your energy alone, then feel free to schedule a private with me. Private readings. You can find all my contact information if you have any questions or to schedule that on my website right there above my head. All right, so your cards are down. Let's take a peek at what you've got. Saturday, we have the Three of Pentacles showing up in reverse, followed by Sunday, the Death card, dun, 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 in reverse. Those of you who have been watching me for a while know I would never name a card Death. It should be Transition. But hey, you know, somebody was pretty melodramatic when they started naming these cards, weren't they? All right, let's look at Saturday. We've got our Three of Pentacles in reverse, which basically says that there's something that we're planning on collaborating with somebody on, and that doesn't really work out. It may be that they can't bring what they said they could to the table, or maybe there's something going on where we're not able to actually do what we thought we could do for this collaboration. Usually, this is the other person not being able to do that. And a lot of times when this happens, you kind of are left holding the bag, trying to figure out, do I need to reschedule this? Do I need to keep moving forward with this and just I carry the whole thing? Or do I just need to cancel this? And so I feel like this puts you in kind of that position. And the other nice thing about the Three of Pentacles when it comes up in reverse, a lot of times we realize that we can handle a lot more than we thought we could all by ourselves. And it can be kind of an exciting and fun thing, actually, if you let it. Let's look at Sunday. Okay, so we said Sunday is the death card, bleh, the transition card, but it's in reverse. This just means that there's no transition taking place. This is you holding your ground on something. You've decided on something, and some other people maybe, or another person may be really trying to push you off of that decision, and you're not even about to move, okay? That's what that card says. You're holding your ground and you're holding it quite firmly. All right, so Leos, let's look at your week. We're going to take a peek at each card and then we'll go back and talk about them. So Monday we have the Knight of Pentacles coming up in reverse. Tuesday we have the Queen of Cups also in reverse. By the way, guys, if you haven't been watching me a while, reversals are not that big of a deal. They just mean something a little different and they're not even always bad. So we don't stress out about reversals on this channel. On Wednesday, we have the Seven of Swords. On Thursday, we have the Five of Pentacles. I wish that one was reversed. And on Friday, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. All right, so looking at all of this, Monday, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We may be taking some time and not doing those things that we know we need to do to bring in some money, 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 honey. That could be happening. Or we could be doing some impulse spending. There could be an expense that comes up that we weren't planning for, but something is going on with our budget on Monday where the budget's being busted and we're just thinking to ourselves, well, I'll make up for that as I move down the road. Okay, that's what I have for that. I'm also hearing, and this is a wild one, I've never gotten this on this card before, but this could be somebody like breaking a bone, like breaking an arm or falling and breaking a leg. So be careful of anything that could put you in a position where you end up falling on Monday, Leos. Just, you know, I mean, a broken bone, we all heal up from those. It's not a terrible deal, but it's not something that we would like either. So be careful about, just be careful. Don't do anything silly. Don't be out trying to learn how to skateboard without knee pads on. or a helmet, anything like that. All right, so let's look at Tuesday. Tuesday, we have the Queen of Cups coming up in reverse. By the way, let's go back to Monday. This idea of the broken bone, small percentage of you guys, like 3%. But because I don't know which 3%, I'm just going to tell you all to be careful. Most of you, it's just about busting the budget. All right, now let's move back over to Tuesday. Queen of Cups in reverse. Is this Leo or is this somebody else? Leos. Okay, so Leos, this card says that there's something that you've been trying to act like everything's fine when really you're thinking it is not fine at all. But you're just trying to keep the peace, basically. So you've been like pasting this little smile on your face. Oh, yeah, sure, that's fine. Sure, it's okay. No worries. All good. La, 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 la. Internally, you've been going, oh my gosh, again? How much longer do we have to do this? Keeping that smile on your face as you're having those thoughts, right? So when we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse, this says somebody's put the last straw on the camel's back, and you cannot hold in just to keep the peace anymore. You are done with that. This is a volcanic emotional explosion, and it's a volcanic emotional explosion because you're not reacting to just whatever was the last straw. On Tuesday, you're reacting to however many days and weeks that this has been going on. Okay, so the beauty of getting a reading ahead of time is that we can see the energy as it's moving in, and we can do something to temper that if we want to. In this case, I would want to. So you may want to try and find a more healthy way to vent that stress so that it doesn't build up to the point that it ends up becoming that emotional volcano all at once. So that you can find, if you can find a healthy way to release this, then that just allows you not to do the emotional volcanic explosion because as an air or as a water sign with my moon in water, my sun in water, and 3 other planets in my sun sign, this is not pretty. This scares people because they don't know that you're reacting to more than just the final straw. And so this scares people. So if we can avoid doing this, finding another more healthy way to express our feelings, that usually works out a little bit more civilly, shall we say. All right, now, with a little bit more sophistication, let's look at Wednesday. Here we have the Seven of Swords coming up. This just says that you're getting out of a situation on Wednesday without burning any bridges, but also, no drama. Just basically trying to get out of this situation quietly, hoping not too many people even notice you're leaving, just in case you ever want to come back to that situation again. So that can be like a romantic relationship, that can be a party or event, that can be a car that you're looking at on the sales lot. There's all kinds of ways that that can play out. Let's look at Thursday. Here you have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles just says that on Thursday, you are feeling like you wish you had a few more resources to do the things that you want to do, especially when it comes to interacting with friends. And then on Friday, Six of Cups showing up here in reverse. That Six of Cups is just telling me that on Friday, I think you've got somebody coming back from your past. I don't always get that with the Six of Cups in reverse. It's definitely memories from the past, but it's the kind of memories that we really like. We think about those memories and we're just like, oh, thank goodness I don't live in those days anymore. Okay. But I'm getting the sense, Leo, that you've got somebody carrying these memories in their suitcase, so to speak, coming back into your life on Friday. And I think you get to decide how much do I want to interact with this person or how much do I not want to interact with this person. You get to choose how much interaction you actually have with that person. But they're not, they're not bringing back any memories that you would prefer to turn into fantasies or dreams. Let's put it that way. All right. So that is your week, Leos. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and hanging out. I do appreciate it. If you guys would like to get my weekly predictions for my newsletter subscribers that are different than the video predictions, then you want to check out my website right there, and sign up for my newsletter. Also, that gets you a discount during your birthday season, which that's not till August, but it is coming up where you get a 40% discount on readings if you're a newsletter subscriber. And so, of course, if I don't see you here before the next video for a reading or a Reiki session or a mentoring session, then I will see you back here next week. Peace out.